Welcome to Yep Yeah Yes with Marissa and Tamika. I am your co-host Tamika. What is it that Julie Chen says? I used to say it all the time. In the words of Julie Chen,
But now,
but first, that's what it
but
was.
first.
Okay, I'll go back. Welcome to Yep Yeah Yes. No. Um, how are you? Tamika. I'm really
I'll
messing this
take
up.
it. Yup, I'm
See, this is
good.
what happens when you're not in the comfort of your home. You're on location, which I am right now. Um, but anyway, how are you? But first, how are you? In the words of Julie Chen, but first, how are you, Mercy?
I'm fantastic.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. So today's show, we're going to divert a little from some of the heavy stuff that we've been talking about, but I'm sure, knowing us, heavy things will come into play.
Yep.
But today's topic is legends versus icons versus stars. So I
Yeah.
want to break down what each of these are and whether people that we know, well, that we know of, qualify and what they qualify in each category. So
Okay.
first, I want to ask you, what do you consider a legend?
A legend is someone, okay, multi-generational recognition, I would say is a legend, right? So I'm talking to my grandma, she knows it, I know it, and then my kids know it. If it's multi-generational, absolutely. And I believe, it's my opinion, and this, I don't know, can I say it usually happens? Probably. Across genre referencing.
Across
So some,
genre, what do you mean?
okay, so like let's say a music artist can be referenced in paint artistry. You could also reference them in like an educational thing, or like a pop star can um, cross over to a little bit of country, a little bit this, a little bit that. I just think that it's not that it should and not that it has to, but cross genre referencing. So let's say a football player can be referenced in baseball, things like that.
Okay.
I don't know how that would work in sports. I can't give you an example because I don't know sports.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Are you able to see the screen?
Uh, Not yet.
Okay, there we go. I
Oh,
wanted to,
yes.
I wanted to bring up the definition of on Merriam-Webster
Oh.
of what they consider a legend, and I never thought, like, when I was thinking of the topic, I was thinking legend in terms of like an artist, but I wasn't thinking of like they have on here the legend of the Loch Ness monster. I was thinking more like a baseball legend, like
Uh,
like
okay.
like Babe Ruth
Yeah.
to me is a legend
Yes.
because it's like, and I see the legend as being like in here they kind of touch on a little bit like historical, somebody that
Yeah.
has done something that's like extraordinary that like most people.
Like Roberto Clemente, Jackie Robinson, Babe
Right,
Ruth.
right,
Okay.
like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
I'll take that. Yeah. I'll definitely take that. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, that's, I mean, now you get to the point where you're, it's like, okay, um who, you mentioned Jackie Robinson, who was Roberto Clemente.
Mm-hmm.
um what other artists do you think come to mind when you think of legend?
Salvador.
Also, what makes them the legend?
Okay, so cartoon art, I would say also Darton.
You think she's a legend
I absolutely think she's a
as
legend.
opposed to an icon?
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. It's legend versus icon versus star.
I might have to say that she's everything.
No, you got to choose one. Like a legend, I think encompasses an icon and stardom.
Okay, yes, okay. Dolly Parton is an icon. Okay, okay. Oh, wait, no, but then I have to take back Salvador Dali.
Why?
Mm, because but would he be considered an icon then?
Well, that's what I'm
Or
saying. A legend is an icon, I believe.
a legend is an icon?
Right. And icons can also be a moment, like an iconic
Well,
moment.
then Dolly Parton is a legend.
Okay. But what I'm saying, what makes her a legend?
Well, Okay, I'm going to break that one down in a few different things. So I'm going to go back to the beginning of her career history. Being on television and looking the way she did at that moment, being very buxom, and having done these cosmetic surgeries very early on in her career. Business wise, I think that she was very smart in business. I also think she is a feminist role model in so many different ways by how she has not only portrayed herself, but she has taken control of her media perception and how people perceive her. And there's been so many different times where they try to clown her, but she has taken that narrative and ran with it. Like, it's almost like you can't clown somebody that's already part of the joke. Like, she already told the punchline, you can't clown her no more.
Mm-hmm.
I also think what she does, like, she gives free books to children. You sign up, and she has this whole literacy program that they send you books every year. And I also think when we ask certain people questions, they tend to dodge, or I just happen to think that she's very smart, and I think that she happens to be, well, incredible songwriting, right?
Mm-hmm.
That has crossed genre lines. Miss Whitney Houston did a retake on her song, and it was fantastic. But I also think that when she makes a statement, and I would say, I don't know how many years it's been like this, but when she makes a statement, it's just taken for what it is, and she's not beaten down for it. And I think you have to become an icon in order to do that.
So I just posted, you can probably see it, what dictionary.com considers an icon. A sign or representation that stands for its object by virtue of resemblance or analogy to it, a person or thing that is, wait a second. How might, they don't want me to be great. Completely left the screen. Anyway.
You have to X out of that, yeah.
I know, but see, our picture is there. I can't.
Oh, yeah.
Where the thing is at. A person or thing that is revered or idolized. And then obviously then you think of icon like technology, things of that nature.
Right, right.
About that kind of icon.
Right.
So in that definition they had like Elvis Presley. So it's like it's like weird because I see her as all of those things. You know what I mean? And more.
Yeah.
And more. So I wanna play this clip. I want to play this clip that I found, and I want you to tell me what it. First, listen to the clip. It's about a minute and a half, and it's two people. After some discuss whether they're both legends, they're both icons, they're both neither. Like basically what your opinion is on it. And then we'll get into it. Hopefully you can see it well when I do it. Sorry, my reception's not that great. I mean, I guess have I come in and out?
No.
I think it's just the computer, like when you're switching between screens.
Yeah.
All right. Give me 1 second. Okay, share my screen.
Oh.
It's the first time I felt that way. You must be pleased. It's very, very important for longevity. And on your way to becoming a legend, I think the caricatures are a big help. A big help. What about What a Dump? Oh my God, yes. What a Dump. And in the film, this is all I do. I just dust the table. And I say, What a Dump. Did nothing with it. Until Mr. Albee wrote into the movie.
And then they did the impersonation of it.
And Miss Taylor did it. Brilliantly. And when I do my show that I tour all over the world with, I open up with What a Dump.
How do you say?
Well, I imitate the imitators. What a dump. But I never said it that way in the beginning. So Edward Albee made that famous.
Why, when people imitate you, do they say Peter, Peter, Peter? Did you ever say Peter, Peter, Peter?
No, that's not the way I talk at all.
But that's the line that they keep using.
Well, yes, it's dying out, fortunately, Peter, Peter. I don't know anybody that has the name Peter that I made a film with, actually.
And is the favorite, I'd love to kiss you, but how does it go?
Oh, I think it's funny. I'd love to kiss you, but I just won't smush you. It's cute.
So her whole thing is like, you're basically, when you're being imitated, and imitated, and I think she means, I'm not sure if she meant like the style of work, or more so like maybe like a drag queen or somebody doing you.
Yeah.
That when they do that, then that makes you legendary status.
She might not be wrong.
So you think about, like, I mean, drag queens are pretty big now. I mean, it's been big for a while, but now the shows and things like that. When, like, who doesn't? There's so many versions of like a Dolly Parton, drag queens doing Dolly Parton and stuff. So now, because of that, does that make her a legend? Because of she's surpassed even who she is, the image.
Yeah. She's yeah.
So Betty Davis, would you consider her a legend? Is Barbara Walters a legend? Is Barbara Walters iconic, or is, like, what do you think?
Oh, this is heavy. Okay, so Betty Davis.
Heavy? Oh my gosh.
No, because it's more than just like a simple little thing. Because Betty Davis, I think that you have people that have emulated her style of acting. I think because
Right.
she has she had that what was that? There was an interview where she was talking about, or was it in the movie, that Mr. DeMille movie, where she was talking about when she talked about acting, you had to make sure that your face acted with you.
Right.
Like you have to have emotion and stuff like, and a lot of actors say that now. She's the first one to say it, and they're just carbon copying what she's saying.
Right.
I also think that she has had such an illustrious career. When you and Hollywood is such like a beast in that, like, especially women, when they get to a certain point, they're almost like put to pasture. But she recreated certain. I just think she's up there in so many different ways. But now when I'm trying to unpack Barbara Walters, so here's the thing though, she's been emulated in cartoons.
Who, Barbara Walters?
Yeah.
What cartoons has she been in?
No, she's been emulated in cartoons.
Simpsons don't count because they do everybody.
No, not Simpsons. The one with the Donald Duck. What's the one? DuckTales.
Oh, I've never seen that. Before my
Don't ask me why I've seen it. But there's a DuckTales, and there's a reporter, and she talks with her same accent.
Okay.
But see, that's
but when you supersede, like when your persona is, like, they do her on SNL. They used to.
Yeah.
So does that make it? She's a legend because she kind of lives in. She's gonna live forever, even past when she's not here.
But now, is she an icon?
But if you're a legend, you're an icon. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it.
So legend is up here.
Right.
Right?
Like,
and
you're like, everybody's like, Nene Leakes is a star.
Yeah.
She's an icon.
But here's the thing though. So when it comes to that genre, yes, because in that genre she wrote the formula, because every franchise now has a Nene Leakes. They can't be Nene Leakes, but they have that formula. They have a formula of the Nene Leakes.
So this goes to, like I was telling you the other day, I was watching Fat Joe show, and he was talking about Drake being the Michael Jackson of this generation. And so it's like, okay, to me, like a legend, like everybody knows that person. Like I could ask your kids, you know Michael Jackson? And they know who Michael Jackson is.
Yeah.
They might not know, they don't know who Nene Leakes is.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And
But
speaking
but see, that's the thing, and that's Nene Leakes is not a legend.
right.
She's
That's what.
is she
But
an
is she
icon?
is she iconic, or do
No,
you think
she's a
she's iconic?
star. She's a star.
So I gotta. So I wanna not transition, but kind of stay on this topic in the sense that do you think it's better to, or is it better referring to people that have made iconic moments? Do you have to have multiple moments to be a legend? So I want to play this, and to
Okay.
me, this person was already a legend. Was already he was a star, but this iconic moment made him a legend.
Okay.
Okay, it's only a few seconds. It's
Okay.
not a lot, but I'm gonna share it. You like me playing these videos, don't you?
I love it.
Okay. It's like hard remembering to share a screen.
Oh, I remember watching this.
That to me catapulted him into iconic status. Like that was it. It's like from
Yeah,
there, it's like okay, moonwalk.
that's it.
And so he was already a star,
But it's being recreated even today. That
right?
was 30
I mean,
years ago.
speaking of Fat Joe again, he had Bobby Brown on there, and Bobby Brown said that he taught him how to do the moonwalk. He said he learned in the hood with sand, and he said Michael Jackson perfected it. He's like New Edition was there; they saw the whole thing. Michael Jackson took it and made it his own. I don't disagree that he might have showed him how to do it.
Okay.
Did he teach him how to do it? I mean, it was already out. There's videos. I saw videos. I wish I would have downloaded it. A video of Charlie Chaplin doing it, like a quick little thing. And so it's like
Oh,
it's been done, but the way that he did it,
right. He made it
like
his
you make
own.
it your
That's
own,
the thing. Yeah.
right?
When you make it
So
your own. Okay.
and so in
Okay.
that moment, he became that iconic moment catapulted him from an icon
To legend.
to legend, the legend of Michael Jackson.
Right.
Like
Okay.
nobody's gonna, if somebody says the legend of Michael Jackson, nobody's gonna be like, whatever. Somebody said the legend of Faith Evans, they'd be like, okay, she a star. What iconic moment has she had? You know what I mean? So
She
everybody
got time.
an icon. Like, is Barbara Streisand an icon or a legend?
Oh, Barbara Streisand. Well, see, I'm from New York, and this is like again, this is like interjecting my own personal feelings. She is an icon. Her singing career and her movies,
Mm-hmm.
and then her at the time, what would be not fitting the Hollywood mold, although I think she fits the mold completely now, but
Right.
not doing a nose job and things like that, not looking and her taking on these roles like Papa, can you hear me? Oh my God.
So what? Okay, so we were talking about Michael Jackson. I'm gonna put a couple of pictures up. It sucks because you're gonna have to see it in a certain way, but I'm gonna put a couple of pictures up, and to me, they're moments just like Michael Jackson
Okay.
that, but some of them can I think made the person iconic, and some of them made them infamous, and some of them
Oh.
it was just an iconic moment, but they're not legendary status. So
Okay.
let's take a look at a couple of them.
Okay.
So the first one, sorry, I got to get used to the sharing the screen thing. Okay, this is the first one.
Oh, Muhammad Ali. Okay. Okay. Listen,
Like that's the poster.
that's the poster. Yes.
What do you
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
and standing over him. So
Yes.
do you think that Ali is an icon or a legend?
Oh, no. He's a legend. Period. Point blank.
Okay, I agree. He's iconic.
He's
He's an
iconic.
icon.
and
Yes,
legendary.
and he has iconic moments.
Yes.
Maybe
yes.
that's what makes a legend. Multiple iconic moments.
Iconic moments. Oh, okay. All right.
No?
All right.
All right. So this. What about this one?
Oh,
Taylor Swift
that's
and Kanye West.
it's an iconic moment.
Are either of them icons? You think?
Um,
I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce should have won this award.
but now, do you think he made that bitch famous? That's the thing. I don't know. She was famous in a certain genre before this. I
Right.
feel like he made her. Oh my God, he made that bitch famous.
Because it's like
She
I
was
remember,
popular, but middle America popular.
I remember like all these Yankee fans were pissed at Jay-Z when he came out with New York State of Mind and he said he made the Yankee hat more famous than the Yankees can. And it's hyperbole. It's not like he really did. Like everybody knows what the Yankees hat looks like,
Right.
but it's like, okay, it's popular now. Like, so with this Kanye West and Taylor Swift, like people knew she was, obviously she won this
Yeah.
award, but I think
But he made that bitch famous.
yeah, like more people were like, oh, okay. And it was more of a sympathetic, like, you're gonna belittle our I ain't gonna get into a race thing, but you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
All right, let's try another one. Got this. Sorry, gotta. What about this one? This is Ellen hosting the, I think it was the Oscars, and the selfie. It's the height of the selfie, and it had all of these actors. What is the guy that was holding the camera?
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
Okay. Okay. Here's. Okay. Let me talk.
And answer. So we really quick in this photo, it's Bradley Cooper, Ellen, Meryl Streep. What's the blonde girl with the red dress? Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, Jared Leto.
Jared Leto.
Angelina Jolie, Lupita Nyong'o.
Right. Brad Pitt, Julia Roberts, Kevin Spacey, which is like we see where he came out.
Yeah.
And then I don't know who the other guy is.
I don't know.
But
Okay,
anyway,
here's my problem with this photo. Okay. Only the people that care about movies, this is an iconic moment. But here's why the idea of this picture, even if you don't know it, makes it legendary. Because after this picture was taken, a statue started to become talked about as who owns the rights to that photo. Because Bradley Cooper took that photo, he owns the rights to that photo. Doesn't matter how many people shared it after. And the person who took the photo of him taking the photo owns the rights to that photo.
Okay.
So the picture doesn't matter. The moment is legendary.
So iconic. Legend is legendary or
iconic moment based because a conversation came about because of this picture. But the picture itself is irrelevant.
In terms of the people in the photo, are there any icons, legends, or just stars? And who do you consider who?
Okay, so here's the thing though. So here's the problem. So if you subscribe to the Hollywood hype, Meryl Streep can do no wrong. Brad Pitt can't make a bad movie. Jared Leto is amazing. Julia Roberts is the Hollywood darling.
Yeah, but you're not answering any of the questions. We know all that. Legend, icon, star. Are any of them legends?
I might say no, but I feel like you're going to prove me wrong here. No, I got to say no.
I don't think any of them are legends.
No.
I honestly don't even know if I could consider them all icons.
I would no.
Like the only one that I think that comes close is Meryl Streep to be in the
Meryl Streep, yeah.
And that's because of the iconic moments of her awards. Like she's won more than anybody.
Right.
But
and honestly, even her body of work, like but see, here's the thing though. So here's where she might get there because I haven't seen Sophie's Choice, but I know almost everything about it. People reference it in pop culture, but I've never seen it. Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. Some food for thought. All right, let's move on to another picture.
Okay. Oh, legend, icon, everything. This has been recreated in multiple medias.
The legend.
Legend, icon, everything.
Marilyn Monroe.
Everything.
Marilyn Monroe, definitely.
Marilyn Monroe over the subway grate with her white skirt blowing up.
Yeah, to me, that's legend. And you can see in the picture the guy kneeling with the camera,
Yeah.
like, and the men they behind her with the smiles. It's like they knew.
But here's one another thing about Marilyn Monroe. She's I feel like not only a legend and an icon. She was at the time. I'm sure this is like well known information. At the time, it was written that she had no talent and she wasn't as beautiful as people think that she is because she's dolled up in pretty clothes and made to look pretty. So right after that, her response to that reporter was she did a photo shoot wearing a potato sack and bodied the potato sack.
I can see that.
Yeah, she bodied it.
She's definitely a legend.
Yeah.
Let me see if I have. Oh, so we got Wilt Chamberlain. This is an iconic picture. Even if you don't know sports, you know he put up the 100 because he scored 100 points in the game. Nobody's ever done that again. So
wow.
That made him an icon in just across the board. You know what I mean? So and this happened when he was like newly in the league, not even towards the end.
And that's in one game?
One game, 100 points. You know how hard that is?
So he threw at the very least 50 times a ball into a basket?
Yes. Well, it doesn't have to be at the very least because you can get 1 point.
At the most. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, well. You can. So oh, wow. And then he can get 3 points. Wow. Okay. Wow.
Right. So I don't know what the point differential was, but all I know is that he's an icon because he has done something that no player has ever done. Now, in terms of legendary status, most people will not put him in his top 10 of their top 10 basketball players of all time. They'll just call this a moment, an iconic moment.
Okay.
But everybody that's into sports
knows who he is.
Who he is. So I wouldn't call him a legend.
You would call him an icon?
Right. Like your kids probably would know who Muhammad Ali is. They're not going to know who Wilt Chamberlain is.
No, you're right. Okay. All right.
Okay, we'll go back to this one later. Those are not legends.
I was like, who the hell is that? But then I recognized one of them.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
Sorry, it's like one of those things. Like I can't really, Yeah. It is what it is. So it's crazy because I do want to play one last video. Let me make sure this is the last video I'm going to play. I'm going to play 2 videos, but this one I want to play because I want you to tell me. The video I'm about to play is an iconic moment in television, but I want you to tell me your opinion as to whether the 2 people in it are icons or legends. Okay. Okay. And everybody out there, I have not showed any of these videos or pictures of Marissa, so this is like brand new. I was up to like 1 o'clock in the morning finding me. I was like, oh, I try to get videos. So I'm like out of town right now. So let me start sharing my screen. Share screen.
All right.
Oh.
Is your last chance. One piece of candy gets past you and into the
Oh.
Wait, that's not even. I just realized that's not even Lucy and Ethel.
I don't have my glasses, and I was like, wait, huh?
That's not even. I downloaded the wrong video.
And this is what makes it legendary and iconic.
Because it's not even them.
I know. That's what makes the whole most legendary.
See, this is what happens. You try to do your research in the middle of the night. You're not even paying attention. I have no idea who these people are.
That's Will and Grace. Deborah Messing and Sean Hayes.
Oh, it's from Will and Grace.
Yeah, remember how they always want her to do Lucy, and I guess Will and Grace writers are trying to vie for her, so they finally made clips for her to be Lucille Ball.
Oh, okay. I never saw it.
Which I actually agree. I think she would make a great Lucille Ball.
She looks more like Ethel there. Grace. Her face.
I think it was a switch because she did the vitamin to Vegemin and she did this one. So I think they're switched. I think Sean Hayes is meant to be Lucille Ball, and I
Okay.
think
Yeah,
Deborah
yeah.
Messing is meant
Yeah,
to
because
be.
her hair is like supposed to be red, but
Yeah,
she actually looks like Ethel
yeah,
in a way. This is the
Yeah.
first time I'm actually watching the video, and I'm like, wait a second, that's not them.
yeah,
But it's crazy to me.
yeah.
So anyway, we'll stop this sharing. You get the point. So when you think about
The moments,
when you think about-
is legendary.
are these iconic? Are Lucy and Ethel iconic legends?
Yes.
That's obviously an iconic moment. Everybody that's
The
ever
characters are legendary
okay.
because they have been referenced in so many other things. Like I
Right.
think at moments you and I've always said I'm your Ethel to your Lucy. So and that video, that the grape stomping, it's been recreated in other genres.
Right.
But here's the problem. Lucille Ball is the legend.
Right.
Homegirl, I can't even remember her name right now. I'm about to be
Vivian
so
Vance.
disrespectful.
Vivian Vance.
Vivian
But
Vance.
I don't
thank
know
you.
even if she's an icon. Is she an
Vivian
icon?
Vance or Lucille Ball?
No, Vivian Vance.
No.
Is
No.
she an icon?
No.
She epitomizes the best friend that is always in movies. So
Yeah.
that make her iconic.
Ooh.
And all of those iconic moments that happened to Lucy, also Ethel was
right
part
there
of
with
it.
her. So here's the thing, though. But her character is legendary. She herself.
That's very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
Lucille
agree.
Ball.
I agree with that.
Who legend because she created a production company as a woman in Hollywood. She
Right.
created a production company. Problem is, this is what happens. Sometimes we chip away at we're our own worst enemy.
Right.
And she had the wrong husbands.
I mean, he's like, look, it's gonna be Desi Lou. My hair is
Desi Lou
getting
Productions.
bigger by the minute. I can't. Sorry.
Unbelievable. Your hair looks unbelievable.
Getting thick and it's
I love it.
anyway. But yeah. So this last video that I want to show,
Okay.
I'm doing this in your honor because you're obsessed, and I wanted to show Barbara Walters again interviewing these people. Okay,
I know who it is.
you don't know who it is.
I know who it is.
Barbara Walters interviewing these people, and I want you to tell me whether you consider, like, I believe Barbara Walters is a legend, so we're not even going to debate that. These people, are they legends, iconic, or just stars? Ready?
Okay, I'm ready. Share the screen.
Whoops, share screen.
You are all often described as famous for being famous. You don't really act, you don't sing, you don't dance, you don't have any, forgive me, any talent.
But we're still entertaining people. I think it's more of a challenge for you to go on a reality show and get people to fall in love with you for being you. So there is definitely a lot more pressure, I think, to be famous for being ourselves than to play a character. But I don't think we disagree. Like, none of us think we have talents. Like, none of us think we could sing or act or dance.
For sure.
Okay. We're going to end it with them. What are your thoughts?
They're stars. They're not legends or icons. They're stars.
You don't think
Let's
they're
be real.
icons? You think
No.
any of them? Kim?
No.
Okay.
No,
so
they're
go on.
stars.
Tell me
They're
what you-
stars.
okay.
I think that they created a new medium. I think that they have honed in on a new medium. I know you don't agree with me, but I'm going to stand by my words. I said what I said. But they're stars. They have iconic moments. Like, Kim, there are people dying. You're so fucking rude. Moments that have transcended into other things. But they're stars, plain and simple. Once the cameras are done, we will be done. They're trash. Their makeup is not that great. Their skincare line was garbage. Their hair care line.
Did you use it? Can you say that out of personal experience?
No, because I won't waste my money. But
So
you
how
look
can
at all
you
the
go-
reviews. It's basic. It's all basic items that you can get at the dollar store, CVS, or your makeup procuring place. You can get it anywhere. There's nothing that really defines them as far as like the products that they're peddling to other people.
Okay.
It just is what it is. They're stars, and once the cameras go off, we'll finally be rid of them.
I agree. But I don't think we'll ever be rid of them. They're here to stay. They're here
But
to
you know
stay.
what? Listen, they're stars. There's plenty of things that are here to stay, and they're still not legends and still not icons.
I agree. Like I mean, now it puts me in a position where I'm like, okay, so we compared them to Meryl Streep. So Meryl Streep's on the same level as Meryl Streep. We said Meryl Streep's not a legend or an icon.
But yeah, but what has Meryl Streep done, really, except peddle herself in front of a camera? Like, let's be real.
She has she has done something
But
when it comes to act. She's perfected her craft. So has she.
has she though? Or is she just some bitch that got lucky with
No,
some good
I watch
roles?
every movie I watch. I believe it's like she embodies. How many times have you watched a movie? You're like, they suck. They're just not good actors. When she takes over a role, you feel like she embodies. Like you're like, that is her. Like there's some actors you watch a movie, you're like, they should just do Tyler Perry movies because they suck.
Yeah,
When she
yeah,
does a
yeah.
movie, you're like, you feel like she is that person.
But I don't feel that with every movie though. I do think
The
that she
majority
has.
of the movies. Like I feel like
Yeah.
her Oscars are well deserved. It's not like you.
Oh, her Oscars are well deserved. The ones that she
Right.
won and for those
But
roles,
she
yeah.
did
But
it.
they're
She did it well. She did her roles well.
not all of them though.
I'm talking
Let
about
me.
her Oscars.
Yeah, but I'm trying. I gotta think of a movie.
But
Hold
like
on.
even while you're looking, so she perfected her craft. Okay. The Kardashians they perfected their craft? They're both
Yeah.
they're all stars.
Oh my God. Are we really gonna put Meryl Streep and the Kardashians in?
That's what we're doing
But listen. But hold
in
on.
this category.
I still stand by my. I have said some outrageous things on here. I said that Dave Chappelle and Tolstoy are in the same sentence. I might have to put Meryl Streep and the Kardashians in the same sentence.
Like but you're not gonna put LeBron in that statement in that sentence. I feel like LeBron
No.
icon. I don't
Yeah,
think he's a
but
legend
he
yet.
has. No, he's a. No, I don't know if he's legendary,
No,
but
not
he is
yet.
an icon. He is an
He has
icon.
time to become a legend. He's still playing.
Ah.
Like Ali wasn't a legend when he was still boxing. He became a legend after.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but no. Hold on. While he was boxing, he was an icon.
Yeah, I said legend.
Oh, he
didn't
wasn't a
become
legend.
until like later, like he had Parkinson's. It was like the legend of Ali. Like after the war, because even when he refused to go to war, nobody like today. Everybody galvanizes. Like I said this to someone else. I don't know if it was you or somebody else, but like Dr. King at the time that he was alive and he was fighting civil rights.
Oh, he wasn't legendary.
When he died,
Yeah,
oh, he's a legend.
he transcended. Okay. So what we're saying is the Kardashians got time?
They got time to be icons. I don't know if they're ever going to be legends. Like, was Meryl Streep a legend? Not Meryl Streep. Marilyn Monroe a legend when she stood on that grate?
No,
No.
you're right.
An iconic moment, and then
Oh, but see, and you know what? Now I'm following, because here's the thing: we say living legend. Usually they become legend.
so Michael Jackson was a living legend.
He was a living legend. Tina Turner, living legend.
Exactly.
Dolly Parton, living legend.
Is Meryl Streep a living legend?
She's a star.
Is she an icon? No.
No,
Kardashians, living legends,
no,
icons.
no.
No. That, ladies and gentlemen, what today's show is about. Legend versus icon versus star.
Versus star.
I think we broke it down, Holmes.
What'd you say?
I think we broke it down.
We
It's
broke it
sweet.
down. We broke it down.
Broke it
Yes.
down.
Yes.
Yeah. So, it's just
So
one of
now
the,
who's going to be more offended by this statement? Meryl Streep and the Kardashian women are in the same category as stardom.
who's going to be more, you mean between the two of them, who would be more offended? I
Yeah.
don't think either would be offended. I think the Kardashians would find themselves be like, wow, they're comparing us to Meryl Streep. That's great. I don't think Meryl Streep even thinks on that level where she's like, I don't care. Which is
Yeah.
the reason why eventually she will be legend.
Maybe.
Like, I don't think, like, Betty Davis to me is a legend.
And she was a living
But
legend.
I don't know if she was a living legend her whole career.
No, which is what
Time.
took time.
Baby
Took time.
Jane, Baby Jane was moments where you're like, okay, she about to be legendary. Like, this is,
I feel like that movie, that's what made her iconic, because it was her age bracket. She bodied the role. They had
Right.
tried to redo it in different mediums.
and
Yeah,
people still imitate her.
still.
Nobody's
still.
imitating Meryl Streep.
No,
They're imitating the Kardashians.
they show is. But they're still stars. They're
So
not
who's
icons.
bigger, the Kardashians or Meryl Streep?
Oh my god. I'm about to blaspheme. I can't say
You
my
gotta move
opinion.
on.
Yeah, let's move on. I can't.
Let everybody else kind of figure that out. All right, so y'all are left to that. You're left to your own devices. Legend versus
Icon versus star.
Um,
Okay.
So we're gonna move on to that's
Yep,
trending.
that's trending.
So I want to talk about two things. I'm going to do a Big Brother recap
Mhm.
and better to laugh or cry. Which one do you want to start with?
Better to laugh or cry.
What do you think?
Both. It depends on the situation.
Really?
It's better probably to laugh, cry.
You hate criers.
Yes. What?
You hate criers.
I do. I
You hate
do.
when people cry, not criers, but
But I've unpacked this already. So the reason I hate when people cry in front of me, because I am devoid of certain emotions and they make me feel like I need to take care of them. Now I feel conflicted because I don't share the emotion. But this is only happens in certain instances. Sometimes if I don't share the emotion, I can't feel empathy. I feel responsible to make them feel better, or I feel like they dumped certain things on me and I don't like it.
right.
But I also know that the catharsis of crying, what it does to someone, I know that it's some people's personality and it's how their body physically reacts, and it could be happy or sad or things like that. So I'm growing and I'm maturing, and I am expanding my who can cry in front of me list to
So
two people.
You're getting
But
better at
I'm getting better.
letting people cry in front of you.
Yes.
You're saying?
Definitely, yes. But as far as like them crying on their own, whatever you need to do, get it done.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like if your initial reaction to the situation is to cry and it makes you feel better, go
Like
for it.
cathartic or whatever?
Yeah, it's very cathartic.
Right.
And but then also so is laughing. So sometimes you need to laugh. Like I'm afflicted with nervous laughter. So I have told you that people in my family have died while I am laughing, and it is
Yeah,
completely
you have.
I'm afflicted with nervous laughter, and it is very uncomfortable, which makes me laugh even more, which now I might start crying. I've laughed inside funeral homes, and it is the worst.
Well, so does my family. Ooh, scared me. A leaf fell and I scared the shit out of me. Yeah, like people in my family laugh at funerals, especially when there's like a secret revealed that nobody.
That's the best.
Like there was one of my relatives, a son walked into the funeral nobody knew about. So it was like a ghost. The man, my cousin died, and his long lost son that nobody knew about walked in, and it looked the spitting image.
That's like my aunt's father when he passed away. They found his long-term girlfriend at the funeral.
Isn't that crazy when the girlfriend shows up? It makes for a really good repast. As
Yeah.
you're chicken and you're like talking about, girl, you saw? Yup.
I gotta tell you, talk about legendary icon and a star, laughter. I'm gonna repeat this and I hope she can hear me. So that's the laughter that I need with me. I need that laugh track when I become nervous and I start laughing in
I can't
front
hear
of
you. You're
people.
talking about my aunt. She's not out here anymore.
Ah,
But I'll play a clip first so she knows it's actually. Shout out to my aunt P. Pam. But yeah, I feel like it's like I haven't did an ugly cry in a long time,
you about
but it
do.
was always exhausting when I was done. I prefer laughing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Crying takes a lot out of me.
Yeah.
It takes a and
But
you
do you
gotta watch
feel,
your face.
are you feel done with it? Like whatever made you, brought you to that emotion?
No,
Are you, oh,
I never feel like completed from a cry.
okay.
It's just a hard. I don't like to cry, and
Yeah.
I cry all the time. I cry off of soap operas. I cry off of everything. So it is what it is.
I find myself now,
What?
so I have children. So literally everything that they do makes me ugly cry. So like, but to the point that like when I'm in public, I just go for it. That other people are like, okay, whatever. It comes to the point where they're like, they know I'm not very emotional,
Right.
and so, and they don't look to comfort me or anything like that. They're like, all right, she's crying again. Like I remember my kids did like when they were in preschool, they did a Christmas a holiday show, and they're all singing their songs, and I'm like in hysterics. And everybody's like, oh my God, you cry for everything. And I'm like, no, I literally am dead inside and I have no feelings. Or like whenever like there's stuff at their school, I'm in hysterics, sobbing. And it's just like, it's just a regular Tuesday. Let her be, she'll be fine. And it's like, then I'm done. But it's just the funniest thing to me where like, especially people that know me, when I get into the sobbing, they're like,
It's like weird to me.
yeah, I know it's totally weird and it takes people back. And then like, but like I'm done with it. I just get so like, there's so many emotions that are happening inside me because everything, here I go again, Debbie Downer, because my parents died. Everything to me is really bittersweet. I know that I'm in a very lucky situation. I'm so happy that they're doing something, but I'm also really sad. So it's too many emotions. And the only response my body can do is literally sob. But I'm done with it. They're in their moment. Like they don't even like, oh, mommy. And I'm like, I'm sobbing. And then they're like, okay, she's watching. Like it's phases no one.
They know. Okay, this is mommy, and it
Yeah.
can be worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, like I said, I prefer laughing, but I feel like crying sometimes can be better for the soul. But I don't always think that it solves too much. Like let it out and then move on and come to a solution.
Well, see, that's the thing. You got to let it out and move on.
Right.
That's the point that we get, whether it's laughing or crying. Let it out and move on.
So that brings me to the Big Brother recap because obviously
Homegirl was crying.
that's all
Her mask was wet.
They always cry on this show. Like, so let's get into the Big Brother.
Okay,
right now,
wait.
I just posted a picture of
Yeah.
the Big Brother cast.
Yeah.
So where are you right now? Are you caught up? Did you watch the last episode?
I'm caught up. I saw when Homegirl walked out with her mask and her mask was sobbing wet.
Right,
like,
you saw that? That was
yes.
that was Keisha.
Yeah. And first of all, okay, hold up a second. Is Julie Chen just like this fucked up that she had to tell her that literally every fucking person that could vote voted against her? Like, is she being shady?
This is part of the thing. But see,
Did tell you how many people voted for you?
Yes. But here's the thing. That's why they always vote together. Because they don't want to have to, after the vote, have to explain why they weren't with the group, and it puts a target on them. So there's with the group, so you should be on the block next time. the problem with this is that it doesn't always work out that way. So I don't understand why they always vote as a block. And it's also important towards the end when you start making the jury,
Right.
because you want to know how many people voted for me, so that you know when you become a jury member who you're gonna maybe give the money to, or vote.
Oh.
But Keisha, I had
Wait.
a feeling she was going because she was like, she
Oh,
just
and that
wasn't good.
threw me off too. So Keisha, I thought was an ethnic name.
Right? We have
I
another friend whose name I'm not going to say, who has an ethnic name. When you met her before me, you told me what her name was, and I was like, what? She's not black?
yeah. Who knew? So
Like,
okay, so hold on. So it was Keisha the one who got voted off, right? That was
Right.
Keisha. Okay.
Keisha, I don't know.
So you're telling me the people that get voted off come back as a jury at the end to give the money?
No, so it's like that's how the winner is determined, by the jury, a jury of their peers. I don't.
Stop
but
it.
It might be a different. Damn, things keep falling. It might be a different amount. So it might be like 10 members on the jury. It might be 8 members on the jury.
So this show is so fucked up. I can't
Yes.
even. I can't even. So you vote people out and then they got to decide whether or not you get this cash.
Right.
This is the shittiest fucking show. I cannot believe this.
And then when they're in the jury, the cameras go to the jury house. So we see how they react.
Wait a minute. Hold on. The people don't get to go home as they're voted out?
Well, the people that are on the jury don't get to go home. The people that make the jury have to go to a second house where they live together, and they have to deal with the people that voted them out the day before, the week before, and they have to all come together to decide who's going to win the show.
Stop.
We'll get down to that at the end of the,
Okay, wait. I have 3 irrelevant questions here. Okay, 1.
Questions irrelevant.
Okay, yes it is. So question number 1. When they go into the kitchen and all that fucking produce is on the counter, like, it just sits there? Is that a decoration? Is that their real food?
That's their real food. They're just dirty.
Nobody's gonna put that away?
No, they're dirty.
Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Are they dirty? Oh my Lord.
They're dirty, just like on the challenge.
Oh my gosh. These are adults with families. And then wait a minute. Hold on a second. Homeboy who won the head of house, and he said, oh, I can't wait to see something from my son. You're telling me that they cannot speak to people outside?
No, there's no communication outside. So
These
when
people
they
have
take a letter,
families.
They get a picture. I got to stop sharing this photo because my battery is getting lower.
Okay, so you're telling me, okay, they're in this house, they only speak to each other, they have no TV, and
no pen and paper.
No pen and paper?
No.
Not even like arts and crafts? Like,
no.
So you're telling me they just put all these people in a house, cut them off for the rest of the world, gave them a whole bunch of produce to put on the counter, and nobody's going to put it away. There's all that protein powder on that rack, which kills me. And then hold on a second. There's only 3 sinks. There's only 3 sinks in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, right. I never thought of that.
And then how many toilets are there?
When it comes to the end, it ends up being 3 people.
And then how many toilets? Do we get to see that? Like, are they private toilets? Is it like a public toilet?
And then there's a bathroom in the head of household and the personal shower.
So you're telling me you have to live in this house for all these weeks and you have like a public toilet where, like, you know how like you go to a public room where like you could be
like a gym.
Like you could be pooing and then somebody else can walk in?
Yeah.
Even though.
But the door is closed. They're not walking in watching you.
But do you know,
Yeah.
like my anxiety, my anxiety. You're telling me that you have to win head of household so you could take a private poo. Like,
yeah. Can we?
When people.
Okay. Let's do a feedback on the show.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I told you I had a few irrelevant questions.
Okay.
And then, wait a minute, hold on a second. Another thing. Homegirl that got punished, what's the blonde one? Is that the real estate agent? That she had to wear the star? Janelle, does everybody wear that?
No, that's her punishment for the week.
No, but like, does one person get punished every week?
Yes, but we don't know.
And they,
It might be something different. Sometimes they've had like a cowboy costume. It changes. I don't know what the next one's going to be.
these challenges are like the worst.
Yes.
And then they can't even see sunshine?
They're out. Yeah, they're outside.
No, I thought they couldn't see the sky.
No, they can
It's
see.
what they call their backyard.
Yeah, they can see the sky.
Oh, I didn't think they
Unless
could. Oh, okay.
they changed it. Usually they can, because there was one season where somebody got one of those helicopters and had a sign overhead that read something.
Oh.
Made them all go in the house so they couldn't read it. Because it's interfering with the game. They don't want outside, influences.
Okay, so recap. Okay, sorry.
So now, what did you think about Cody's game when he was head of household? You think he made the right decision and like he?
He's the guy from Jersey, right? How he made alliances with the other guy. Okay, first
everybody.
No. Who's the surfer guy? The jewelry owner that literally.
He's from like Kentucky or something. He pretends to be a surfer. I forget what his name is.
Cody?
No.
No.
HOH. The blonde guy, right? With the puka shells.
The co-owner of a jewelry store. So hold on a second. So he had the nerve to make alliances with literally everybody, and he thinks that this is going to work out.
This is how he lost last time, because he did the same thing last season.
Oh, okay. So all right. So I'm not dumb in thinking he's leaving next week.
Like some of these people don't know how to play the game. It's like, this is why I like Janelle and Kaser, because they don't kiss up to anybody.
So okay. The other guy from Jersey, the one who won
Meow Meow.
the veto.
Stand him. He's always
What's
like
his
meow, the meow meow. He's like
Enzo?
Yeah, Enzo. Yes. Can't stand
Does
him.
he get to keep that veto until he uses
No,
it?
it's only good for the week. Once when he stood up and he's like, I decided not to use the power of veto, and he took it off and put it in the case. Now it's gone.
Okay, so he's gonna be gone in about 4 weeks.
Okay.
So he's gonna be gone in 4 weeks.
Now, okay, so you've watched the full week. Who do you think's gonna win?
Okay, so we already know that Enzo and Janelle are going to be at the end, but I think the guy
Enzo, you just said he's going to be gone in 4 weeks. Enzo's a guy from Jersey.
Oh, Kaser.
I don't know if they're going to make it to the end.
Oh, the bottom three. I mean, the top three or whatever it is. They're going to make it pretty far.
You think so?
Yeah, I think the guy who's the guy who won now, the first HOH.
You mean the one that just finished?
Yeah.
That was Cody.
So Cody is gonna win HOH 2 more times, right?
You think it's that easy?
No, I don't. But here's the thing, though. This is why I think he's gonna win 2 more times. He's got one of the weeks. It's gonna be sheer stupidity where he wins. Like somebody's gonna fuck up that bad, and he's gonna win. The other one is gonna be he fucks up so bad that week that he's like, I'm taking this whole place down if I don't win HOH. I think he's going to win 2 more times.
That's smart. I don't think he's smart.
No, he's not, but he's got dumb luck, though.
Okay.
He's got crazy dumb luck. And then Cody is gone either next week or the week after. He's going to be...
You're talking about Cody.
Oh, the jewelry owner. The jewelry owner.
I came on with Pam, what's the jewelry, the guy that's like a surfer? Tyler. Remember Keisha kept calling him Taylor?
Yes. Was she doing that on purpose?
No, she's an idiot. I think my thing is about to die. I might have to go get my plug. Actually, my assistant is gonna go get it.
Okay, so Tyler Taylor, he's gone soon. I just don't know when. Oh, and homegirl Christmas.
Oh yeah, Christmas.
I just love her name. I think she's irrelevant. She's gone soon.
Okay.
David seems to be.
Oh, that's the black guy.
Yeah, he's gonna fly under the radar for a little bit.
I could see that. But who do
Danny?
you think? That's not what I asked you.
Okay. Who's gonna be the top 3?
Yeah, top 3. Who do you predict?
Okay.
Top 3.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh, wait, before I get to that, Ian, the autistic guy, did he say that is he
No,
really
no.
autistic?
He's really autistic.
Is he the one that you told me a while ago that people used to be mean to him, and then when they revealed that he was autistic, they were really nice to him?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just getting plugged in.
So he used his autism as a crutch, or was that part of his conversation?
No, I heard you wrong. What did you say?
So Ian, a few seasons back, you told me a story on one of the shows that you watched that they were mean to him, and then it was revealed to the other people in the house that he's autistic. So then they started being nice to him. Is that him?
It was him. Yeah.
Okay. So him telling everybody early on that he's autistic, is that his play? Is that his game?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Okay. Who's gonna be towards the end? Okay.
Top 3. If you want to do 4, that's cool too.
Okay. Hear me out. And I don't know these people. This is all brand new to me.
This is based off of
Kevin?
1 week of show, 3 episodes.
I think Kevin.
I can't stand the way he's talking about criers.
So, okay, Kevin. Kaser. Janelle. But I actually think, no, I want to give you 4. I want to say, I can't remember now which one, if it's Devon or Bailey. I'm getting their personalities confused.
Yvonne is the one, she was the one going around. She's more talkative in terms of like making an alliance. Like she went to Cody.
Okay, so she's in my top 4 because I think that she can talk herself into trouble, but I think she can talk herself out of trouble.
She's also in the challenge too.
Oh yeah, homegirl's gonna be.
So my top 4 are gonna be Danielle. Because right now she's flying under the radar to me. Nobody's really paying her any attention. Christmas.
I can't stand her.
She's one of my favorites. Danielle, Christmas.
I think she's flying under the radar. She bothers me.
Danielle, Christmas. What is the guy that just won HOH?
Memphis.
I think Memphis is going to be in top 4. And probably Cody.
So Memphis.
Memphis just won HOH.
So hold on a second. I heard this phrase, and this is who he reminds me of. Maybe I'm wrong, and tell me I'm wrong, because I don't know these people yet. You know how people say, if you were a spice, you'd be flour?
Right.
That's what Memphis reminds me of.
Well, those are my top 4.
Okay.
We'll see. But I think it's anxiety when you're watching. And you know what makes it worse? Me and my aunt, we look at this website called Joker's Update, which gives you what's happening that's not on the live feed. You know what I mean? So
Right.
Thank you, assistant.
I just really need them to, like, the protein powder. I don't understand why there's so many jugs. Please put the produce away. And how is there only 3 sinks?
What do you mean? 3 things?
There's only 3 sinks in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, and then homegirl.
You would focus on that.
Yeah. And then so Enzo, and this is why I feel like Enzo is like, ooh, he gonna make it, but I don't think he's gonna make it to the end. When he saw homegirl talking in the bathroom, he ran to tell the other guy. I'm like, oh, look at you, snitch. Somebody needs stitches.
That's what they do.
That's what they do?
Yeah. He didn't do anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, but you should use that to your advantage. Let them know both. Like, walk in, let them know.
No, because you want to spy, because then they're not going to do that in front of you.
No, but see, here's the thing, though. Homegirl already saw him looking, so you walk in, you say, hey, guys.
Right.
And then you walk away with your mouth shut. Because here's the thing, though, because then you use that favor later.
Right. I can see
use
that.
Favor later.
We are playing Monday night quarterback because it's easy to say all this stuff after.
No,
I could never be on that.
nope.
show.
I could definitely be on that show, but the produce would be put away, and I don't know. I probably wouldn't make it to the end, but I would definitely be on that show.
So why don't you apply? 3 months in the Big
3
Brother.
months? That's a long time away from your family.
You assuming you're gonna make it? Bitch, you might get out in the first week. You see Keisha home already.
No, I would fly under the radar. I'm so forgettable. I'm forgettable. That's the thing. I'm forgettable.
Okay.
I know I'm forgettable. I would fly under the radar to the point where they're like, how did this bitch make it all this way? And I'm like,
You think that? They might, and then you got to make sure you don't win challenges so they won't think of you as a threat.
Exactly. You do it to the point where you get a little like, oh, okay. Then you start seeing other people. Like, don't be the first one to lose. You're somewhere in the middle where people forget where you fell. Listen, I'm forgettable. I know how to fly under the radar.
Janelle and Kaser, or one of them, will be on the block.
Yeah.
They have no alliances with anybody else but themselves. Everybody else in the house made an alliance with each other. What? This is a show between me and Marissa.
What did she say? What'd she say?
I can't even hear what she said. What'd you say? She said I'm wrong. Okay, what did they say on Jokers? They're on the block. That's what I just said. Oh, she's saying they're not on the block.
Oh,
We gonna watch tonight, girl? Oh no, today's not Sunday.
no, tomorrow.
Yeah.
And there's nothing inappropriate I saw because I had my one of my mini me's watch it with me and fell in love with the show.
Appropriate show.
Oh, okay, because
It's on 8:00, and they're not gonna show. They
yeah.
edit things out,
So homegirl was watching it with me, and she was just like all about it. I was like, I don't know. I got to find out first if you can watch this with me because I don't know. So far, there was nothing.
No, I think she's
Okay. But oh my Lord, the anxiety that this show gives me.
We'll recap again next week. There'll be some more stuff. Assistant number 2 said Janelle and Kaser are not on the block. Everybody want to comment but don't want to be on camera. Keep imitating your voice. Oh, here comes we have assistant number 1 making a quick appearance. Mwah.
Good morning, Dew.
Good morning. Anyway, good show.
Good show.
And we'll recap next time. In the meantime,
they can catch us up at Yes Yeah Yeah 18 on Instagram and Twitter, the Yep Yeah Yes podcast on Facebook. All your streaming devices, all you got to do where you can find a podcast, whatever your chosen outlet, all you got to do is say, said device,
Alexa,
please play the Yep Yeah Yes podcast.
Correct. And let us know who you think is a legend, icon, or a star. Let us know about your Big Brother predictions. And let us know that you listen to the show. Who are you talking? I can tell you're not paying attention. You're looking at
because my effing landscaper decides to landscape right in front of the goddamn window.
That should
the
do.
lighting is good here.
Yeah. Okay, but nobody would have known if you'd have was making these expressions.
You can't hear that?
No. This is why you don't need to be an actress, because you're not good at it.
Okay, first of all, bite your tongue. I worked under Lily and Corinne and Bob Lucas, so.
Anyway, thank y'all for joining us. Until next time.
In the words of Julie Chen.
But first.
Moonves. So she's still rocking with the Moonves, really?
I mean, that's her husband. What is she supposed to? That's her dude.
But she didn't do the Moonves before.
No, she didn't do it until the whole controversy with him, which kind of dissipated quickly, Anyway, but yeah. But first, in the words of Julie Chen Moonves, have a good day.
And her posing.
Yeah.
I can't stand her, though.
Okay, this is
But for real, though, she's foul. I'm just saying.
You haven't watched this show. You haven't watched the show. This is normal. This is normal stuff. So,
All right.
anyway.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.